Today, we're asking the question, what do I need to know about how to manifest my true desires? And what do I need to say? What do I need to do that I can't see? All right, so we have the Knight of Swords. And this reading is showing us that there's quite a bit of energies that have been up in the air for us in the past. And what we have been working towards and how to manifest the love that we truly want is to find balance within ourselves. So the first part of the reading is showing us that there's a great deal of truths that we needed to understand within ourselves in order to truly be able to make the right choices in our lives, to understand the choices that are being presented to us, and to ultimately find the balance and redemption that we've been looking for in our lives. When we look at the energies like this, and you can see the man looking up into the trees, you can see that he's focusing on one particular cup, but there's other cups that are sitting around him. And it's important when we're manifesting that we not focus upon what it is exactly that we want, but to recognize and be thankful for all of the love around us, so that we can be anchoring in the energies of appreciation and love and support into our lives so that we can manifest what it is that we truly want, not what it is that we necessarily had been having in our lives or had been focusing upon. Okay. So when we look at those energies, it's important to remember that the energy of stagnancy in our life often comes from focusing upon what it is that we have and not what it is that we truly want. So when we look at the energies of the Four of Cups, it's showing us that there's a lot of choices that are out there, and it's important to recognize the love that we have in all the different ways of our lives. And when we look at this tarot deck, sorry, it's not as easy to shuffle as the other ones. Okay, they want 4 cards off the bottom. Okay, so we have the Three of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, the Four of Cups again, and the King of Cups. And this energy is showing us that there is a need for us to work with others. And in this case, it's showing us that our energies within us have been manifesting what it is that we truly want. You can see the eggs below in this card that are being nourished within her. And there are these turtles above her head and the stars swirling all around. And it's really showing us a need to recognize the guidance that we're being given. And the Three of Pentacles is a card about working with others. And a need to utilize, in this case, yourself, your inner self, your soul, and the messages that are being given to you by your spirit team in order to find your true manifestations coming into your life. And when we look at the Four of Pentacles, it's showing us that there's a rock and there's a blue background out there. The sun is shining where the word is eluding, the swan, where the swan is. And you can see that that vision is out there, but it's kind of shrouded behind this stone picture frame. And it's showing us that what we're focusing on currently is kind of just one part of the picture. And there's a need for us to really understand that there is a bright future ahead of us. And all we really need to do is recognize that we are the swan, that we have everything that we need laid out for us. If we can simply release the resistance of the stone walls around ourselves, there's a part of us that is aiming to get there. You can see the dragonfly that is aiming to get through to the sun. And it's really about releasing the stone walls. And let's get some clarification on what that is. Okay. So let's clarify what it is that are the stone, um, sorry, I don't have difficulties this way. The stone walls that we need to let go of. And it really is about recognizing the areas in our life where we still have resistance to what it is that we truly desire, or that we've laid out a specific path that something had to happen. So when you ask for something like abundance, it's important to understand that you want it to come to you, but not necessary to specify it needs to come like this in a specific way by a specific date and that sort of thing. It's really more about imagining things and clearing out with beginner's mind the ways that it has to come to you, and releasing your thoughts about the way that things needed to come into your life to be able to allow the universe to bring you what it is that you truly desire, without focusing on the way that it really needs to come in. Then we have straddling worlds, wandering between realms. And this is talking about the way that we manifest really being about understanding that time is a third dimensional aspect. But when we talk about manifesting, the energies manifest instantaneously in the fifth dimensions and higher. It's simply more a matter of you lining up with the energies and allowing them to come into your life. And then we have radical acceptance. So when I talk about allowing, that's what it's talking about. So we're talking about focusing, understanding that you've been nourishing your own desires throughout your life. And by letting go your resistance, by saying it needs to come in a specific way, then you can truly come into the alignment with what it is that you're asking for. So you may have been asking, man, the only way that I can do this is winning the lottery. But when you can open yourself up to the acceptance that your team may be guiding you, and you look to the way that you've been inspired, or the things that you've been noticing, to start a YouTube channel, or to build an Etsy store or something like that. It's really about how can you come into alignment with what it is that you're being shown, and not have a specific goal set in mind. So then the Four of Cups is showing us that there is a variety of choices that are being laid out for you. And that's really what the Four of Cups is about, is understanding the choices that are laid out for you. And it's really about like not loving all the choices that are presented to you, and wanting to have a new and better choice as well. And so when you can let go of the specific choice that you don't like, and stop focusing upon what it is that you don't like about the choices that you have in your life, and focus instead upon the things that you do like about the choices that you have. So you can see there's one cup with the sun. I can see why they wanted these cards coming out of it, that is showing you that if you focus upon what it is of the choices that you like, if you follow the one that seems to resonate with you the most, that brings you the most excitement, then you can start to focus on what it is that you really want, and to change your energetic set point towards the choices that you have. And then you will begin to manifest things about your choices in general in a new and better way. And you can see there's two, are they pelicans? I don't know if that's what that is. There are two birds there trying to give her messages about what it is that's coming for her. And you can see the water is flowing all around her and showing her that there are great blessings being poured, and that really all of the choices that she has are great and abundant. And any choice that she chooses is likely going to bring her down a different path. You can see there's actually a path here below, and there's one with a frog kind of lurking below. So I think what this is showing us is that there are some choices, when you focus on them, that are not going to bring you joy, that are not going to bring you the abundance and the love that you're looking for. But there are other choices that may not have been your first choice that are still going to be fruitful for you. But there's one choice, if you focus upon it, whether or not, and just focus upon what it is that you truly love about that choice. If it is, for example, building an Etsy store, you can focus upon, I love the idea of being my own boss and of being an entrepreneur and of making my own products and providing service to customers that are buying the products that I made. And I love the appreciation notes that are left for me on the products that I make. And I love being able to come up with new designs. And I love being able to spend my time in creativity and in supporting what it is that I'm truly passionate about. And those are the things that I truly desire. Those are the things that I really love doing. And when you focus upon that, then you can find the King of Cups energy, and it's really about a sense of love within yourself and ready to be in the state of receiving um, the gifts from the universe. And you can see there's water all around, and he is holding, it looks like a pentacle, with the dolphins. There's another dolphin swimming. Those aren't dolphins. Are those whales? Okay, anyway, there's fish all around. Um, and then there's like more fish that kind of appear to be flying in the sky, and a bright flower above his head. And it's really about letting go of the strict rules that you've given yourself. Not to say that those things can't come true, but to focus upon what it is that you love about the ideas that you can start to work towards in your life in order to bring your frequency up to closer alignment with your desires, so they can more match up with you. So when you're focused upon that you love the idea of being able to be abundant through things that you have created, or you love the idea of the abundance that is flowing to you through things that you really enjoy. You love the idea of money coming to you in new and amazing ways. You love the idea of being able to create for yourself. You love the idea of spending time on things that make you money instead of someone else. You love the idea of a fruitful life and being able to eat the things that you want and afford everything that you want in your life. And the more that you can focus upon all of those things that you love about any endeavor and just go on a rampage within yourself about what it is that you truly desire and about and see as positive about any of your choices, then you really start to realign your frequency up to what more aligns with bringing more love and abundance into your life. And that could go for health, right? Health, wealth, love, abundance, truth, whatever it is, when you focus upon the aspects that you truly love about it, that is what starts to transform your frequency and bring things into a greater state where you can attract what it is that you truly want. So hopefully that helped. Let's clarify. So that was, what do I need to say? What do I need to do? Is there anything else that I can't see? And that is the Five of Cups. And the Five of Cups energy is crying over past choices. And it's really about, how are you blocking the energies from coming in? That was what we were asking, right? And where is it that I'm not necessarily telling the story that I want to tell to myself, or the story that I want to manifest in my life? So letting go and recognizing where you may be blocking the things that you truly want because of the things that you're doing in your life. And that would be, where do you need to be more positive in your words? You can see down here, there's kind of more of a dark shadow, but above, you can see the antlers going above the full moon. Where can you release the things and the stories that you're telling yourself in order to realign yourself with what it is that you truly want? And the Five of Cups is really about um, recognizing the past for what it is, letting that go, not focusing upon what has happened in the past that is down below, but starting to transform your thoughts, your words, your emotions, the way that you're thinking about your life into the ways that you can see that are truly abundant and truly bringing blessings into your life. So, definitely a lesson in law of attraction. I hope that helped. Thank you.